We're going to talk about Lahore, the cultural capital of Pakistan, and focus upon its historic core, which you see here on the map. This is the origins of Lahore, which began with a mud wall surrounded by 13 gates, which served as the exits to the city. And this is traced from the times like 1000 BC, when it was Prince Lo, the son of Hindu god Ram, who laid the foundations of Lahore. So Lahore derives its name from Lo. And over the years, it turned into a huge, flourishing, one of the finest cities of the world. And it was John Milton, who in the Paradise Lost mentions that God tells Adam, while speaking to him, he says, his eyes might, telling Adam to visit Lahore, his eyes might there command whatever stood city of old or modern fame, the seat of mightiest empire, from the destined walls of Cambodia, seat of Kathian, Can, and Samarkand by Oxus, Tammuz throne, to Pequin of Simeon kings, and thence to Agra and Lahore of great Mughal. So this great city turned into a city with architectural beauty, monuments, gardens, libraries, and it was during the times of the Mughals, particularly in the times of Akbar, who brought his throne for 13 years to Lahore, and then followed by Jahangir and Shah Jahan and Jahangir. So this is the city I wish to just share with you, the kind of beauty that it holds, the splendor, the variety, the richness and diversity, which spreads over many civilizations, because it was Mahmud Ghazni in 1026, which means about 1,000 years ago, from Central Asia came down, and that's the vivid living history followed by then the Delhi Sultanate, who encamped here as well, and then of course the times when the British, before the British it was the Sikhs, the native rule which ever came to this land was during the Sikhs times, and then taken over by the British, followed by 1947, which is our freedom, independence of Pakistan. So this city is full of life. It's not only the monuments, it's not just the brick and mortar. It is the life which is abuzz with bazaars and markets and music and spices. If you go there, you will see so much of energy of people and the harmony and the hospitality. Now, this is one picture I wish to share with you, is representative of what led the British to conquer India, the spices. It is Akbar Mandi, one of the largest spice market in Asia. More than 500 shops exist even today. And this is what led to the colonization of the India. And the sounds, the aroma, the very picture of this. Look at the metal bazaars. You can go and visit the music bazaars. There are crafts and skills abounding the whole city. And of course, most important is the cuisine. Lahore is not complete without cuisine. And it's a city which never goes to sleep, because the Lahorites keep eating till 3 o'clock in the night, and then by 4 o'clock it's a breakfast time again, lassi, dahi, and puri, halwa, etc., etc. So this is, and I've seen many cities of Europe fading out after the sunset or nighttime, but this is always, this is our version of what you call pizza, the katlamma, the famous, but most important is the neighborhood, the mohallas, how people live together, house adjoining another house, and it's a house which is a place called with million rooftops or windows, and the streets are so narrow. So an Urdu writer writes about it. यहाँ गलियाँ इतनी तंग हैं कि मर्द और औरत अगर इकट्ठे गुजरें तो सिर्फ निकाह की गुंजाइश रह जाती है. Which translated would mean if a man and a woman is crossing this narrow street, there has to be a marriage contract. So, and then yet the children, they play freely with abandon, no inhibitions of any security or any other, and then everybody knows everybody, and so he's a watchman, you can say, always, overlooking the, and not only that, the literature, the poetry, the musicians, the sportsmen that have come out from this particular historic core called the Walled City or the Androon Lahore. Allama Iqbal, our poet of the East, he lived there. So did Gama Pahlawan, the wrestler of India, and Noor Jahan, our most famous singer, Sir Gangaram, Muhammad Rafi, and many poets and many others. But then what happened is, over the time, there has been a decline, despite this being matching any historic core that one has seen all over the world, like Fez or Isfahan or Samarkand, Bukhara, grand bazaars of Egypt and Turkey. But here there has been a decline, let's just face it. A lot of congestion, a lot of traffic, a lot of encroachments and cleanliness issues, etc., etc. So we had to clean our act, we had to put our things together, and then the good thing is that the government woke up to this reality, to this need, and it started as a project in 2006, which became an authority, specially dedicated autonomous body, very few places in the world would have for its historic core, which Lahore has, which is now my department called the Walled City of Lahore Authority. So we have started with rehabilitation and revival of the Lahore historic core. And it's not only dealing with the monuments, but it is basically dealing with the living conditions of the people, which has to be dealt through the new infrastructure. So we have laid down new latest sewerage lines in these very congested areas where you can't even pass by. This kind of work has gone in, and we have done about 8 to 10% of the Walled City till today, but it's not very extensive. It is going on. A good model has at least set up. But it's very intensive work. New sewerage, new water lines, new gas lines, and most of all, the dangling wires above have all gone under the ground. So these are the conditions in which work has been carried out. And this is a look, for instance, the royal trail through which the Mughal processions used to come, going up to the fort. This is that bazaar that is this is how it looked like before rehabilitation, and this is how now it looks like. And this is another view of the street, and now this is how it has been done up. Then this Gali Surjan Singh on the left is what it used to look like, and on the right is after its rehabilitation. And this work has been carried out, of course, in collaboration with the Aga Khan Trust for Culture. Now, so this is Delhi Gate, which is lit up every evening. And it's now bringing in tourism. For that, we need we wanted to clean up the place, and so special efforts have been made in this regard to keep our streets clean, and civic sense has also been introduced more and more. And two projects that I wish to mention, which are worth noticing. One is the monument called Shahi Hammam. It is the Turkish bath which existed there 400 years ago. It was built by Wazir Khan, the governor at that time during Shah Jahan's times. And going through various phases, it had fallen on bad times, but it has been rehabilitated, and so has been the beautiful ornamental mosque called the Wazir Khan Mosque. It has been done in such a way that we have got UNESCO award last year for the cultural heritage conservation of Shahi Hammam. Another big compliment is from a very eminent writer of of the subcontinent, that is William Dalrymple. He sometimes went there, and then we found his Twitter saying that Shahi Hammam is the best new architectural restoration project that I've seen anywhere in South Asia. This was the look of the Shahi Hammam. This is how it was covered by these shops and these wires all around, and this is the look that you see it now. So this is the transformation, this is the change, and so is the inner areas that we have got now, these ramps through which tourists come and enjoy the tourism. Outside on the open courtyards, we have functions sometimes, events, and on the top of the rooftop, there are other events going on. So the whole community, the whole area has been uplifted and involved with this. Further up, at a walking distance, is this Wazir Khan Mosque, which again was barricaded by many shops. There were more than 70 shops which have been paid up and removed from there. And today, the scene has got changed. And now, from here, these hujras were also, half covered, but you see this slide and you see the great change. So in this very congested area, securing this kind of public space is nothing like little beyond a little miracle, And the hujras have all come out and saved. This is an adjoining well called Dinanath Well, and it has also been preserved. So besides this, tourism and events have picked up, and now we have always in Pakistan been talking about either ecotourism, which means going to the nature, to the mountains, or showing some museum or a monument. But here, for the first time, it is mohalla tourism, the street tourism, which has picked up, and people feel joy, happiness, and even the youth, I'm sure, have started taking pride and identity with their own mohallas and their own food, cuisine. And so this is how we have introduced some Rangeela Rickshaws, which you must have seen, our famous international cricket players also riding this, and people coming to this. And then lots of events and festivals within the walled city, open for all communities taking part. This is the culture which is shaping up over there. Thank you very much. But before I leave the stage, I have to recite a poem, my favorite Punjabi poem about Lahore. Dal das khan ke shahar Lahore andar kinne buhe te kinniyan baariyan ne. Naal das khan uthan नाल दस खां कि उथे दियां कुल इट्टां किन्नियां टुटियां ते किन्नियां ही सारियां ने दाल दसां मैं शहर लाहौर अंदर लखां बूहे ते लखां बारियां ने जिन्ना इट्टां उत्ते धर गए पैर आशक ओही टुटियां te baki diyan sariyan ne. So this is a song of Lahore. This is the spirit of Lahore. We have resolved to bring back Lahore to the glory that it deserves. Thank you very much for your attention.